Hi everyone, my name is Cyan. This is my second Overwatch video, but I don't expect anybody to know about me. I'm, I guess, what you could call an up-and-coming content creator. I've been doing mainly StarCraft 2 before now, but with the release of Overwatch, my plan and my intention was always to try and do some Overwatch content because I'm really excited for professional Overwatch esports level play, and I think that it has enormous potential to grow, and I really want to be a part of it as much as I can. So, to preface, this is the preface of the video. I'm pretty new at this. I hope that you enjoy me, and if you do, and if you don't, give me some feedback. I'm always happy to hear it. So today I kind of want to address something that I can see happening in maybe 2 weeks from now, maybe a week from now, who knows, maybe a month from now, I don't know. I want to address some of the jitters that people are probably going to experience when the release hype of Overwatch has died down just a little bit, particularly pertaining to the esports scene. Overwatch has so much release date hype. Everyone seems to be so excited for this game. You've got MOBA nerds excited about it. You've got the FGC excited about it. You've got Counter-Strike nerds excited about it. All the shooters nerds, all the RTS nerds, all the esports nerds. They're so excited for this game, and that's great. That's awesome. And that's created this environment where the whole gaming community is even excited about it because everybody wants to be in on this game because it's exciting. But that excitement is going to die off. Eventually, it's just going to for a lot of people. And maybe people go back to watching League of Legends, and maybe people go back to watching Street Fighter, and maybe people go back to playing The Witcher, or whatever it is that people do. And some of the numbers are going to drop off. The number of tournaments that are out there will probably drop off a little bit. The number of people watching the tournaments will probably drop off a little bit. The number of teams participating, the number of players playing concurrently, the number of people paying attention to the Overwatch subreddit. All of that's just going to drop just a little bit because that's release date hype. But that's okay. I'm a huge StarCraft 2 esports fan, and I can say without a doubt, no one worries as much about numbers as the StarCraft 2 esports community. Let me just tell you something about StarCraft fans. StarCraft fans in 2016 are maybe some of the most masochist esports fans that are out there. You can go to our StarCraft basically any day of the week, and you'll see threads about how the game has declined and there's not as many viewers, and what can we do to make more viewers come back? Because StarCraft 2 at one point in time was the biggest esport in the world. Nothing even came close. And then it kind of got shat on by a ton of different MOBA games, and maybe Blizzard made some pretty questionable choices in their esports handling. They did. There's no question. But in 2016, even though within the community itself, there's all this worry like, oh, what if the game dies? The scene is totally fine. It's not as big as League and Dota and Counter-Strike. It's not that big. I'm not here to tell you that it is. But it's like the fifth biggest esport in the world. And it's still super hype. And the game's never been better for spectators or players. And it's just great. And something the StarCraft 2 community needs to do is worry less and enjoy more. So coming from that ideal into Overwatch, this new game that has tons of hype, that'll probably be handled well by Blizzard, like right out of the gate, because they've learned their lessons from StarCraft 2 and from Hearthstone and from Heroes of the Storm. I'm really, really excited for Overwatch esports. I think that easily, very easily, that number 5 esports spot that StarCraft 2 currently holds, I bet Overwatch is going to knock in there. I bet that'll be the game that knocks StarCraft out of the top 5. For me, at least. I think. I can see that. But in a couple of months, when all of this decline starts to happen, just a little bit of decline, to adjust for the release date hype decaying away, some people are going to be worried. Some people are going to say, you know what, I thought this was going to be the League of Legends killer, and it just isn't. Blizzard mishandled this game. The tournament organizers mishandled this game. The pro teams mishandled this game. It could have been great, and it's just not. Well, you know what? A month after release, that's way too soon to say. If you get 100K viewers for a major tournament for an esports game, well then now you know that esports game is just one of the greatest. That is one of the best things going right now. And I personally believe that Overwatch will make it there. I think it's got huge potential to watch it, and I think Counter-Strike has cleared the way for shooters to start to rise up again in the world of competitive gaming and in the world of spectating games. But that's going to be a really long grind. You have to remember that Counter-Strike in 2013 was released and it was effectively a dead game because the professionals didn't like it, the viewers didn't like it, nobody liked it. And the stream numbers that they got were trash in comparison to what they could have been. And Valve knew that, and Valve worked with the pro teams and with the tournament organizers and internally, and Valve made a really great game that now is easily the second biggest esport, I think. But that was a really long haul. That was 3 years, 3 years. From 2013 on release to 2016 where it is now. That was a long time. So just keep in mind, in a month, in 2 months, in 3 months, when Overwatch isn't the biggest game in the world, when it's still League of Legends and Counter-Strike, just keep in mind that it's okay. That was always how it was going to go. To be clear, I don't think that this is going to be something that a majority of people are worried about. I don't think that there will be a majority of people in the Overwatch community crying doomsday and apocalypse and end of the world. I don't think that'll be the case. I certainly hope not. But as somebody, like I said, as a StarCraft fan, I know what it's like to be concerned about the state of your professional environment in the game, I never want StarCraft 2 to die. It's my favorite game ever. And sometimes I worry, and sometimes I think about, wow, this game is not in a place where I wish it was. And it's discouraging. So maybe for the people who experience that in Overwatch, if they do, maybe they can watch this video and be reassured by some nerd on the internet that it's probably going to be just fine. Because Blizzard are going to be really smart about handling this, I hope. And the professional scene has developed over the course of the past 6 years in North America and Europe to become super mainstream, and in Korea too. And I just think that the heights that Overwatch will reach are completely beyond anything that we see right now. I think it's coming in at a really great time. And I truly believe, I truly believe. I hope that you liked my video. I hope that you liked me speaking. If you did, if you didn't, please consider leaving a comment down below. Please consider subscribing. I'm going to do more Overwatch content. I do a lot of StarCraft content. I'm not going to lie. I do love that game the most. As always, thanks to Root Gaming for hosting this vlog that I do on their website. Root, one of the bigger North American StarCraft teams. Keep an eye out on Root Gaming for more Overwatch stuff. I'm sure they've got some really cool stuff cooking up. So thank you to Root and their sponsors, TT Esports, Esport Clothing, Esport Gaming, and Twitch TV. Thank you guys so much for giving me this platform to try and help me grow and become a bigger member of the esports community. Bye guys.